Some microbes are useful while others are harmful to us. Now let us study the useful microbes. How these microbes are useful to us. Fixing nitrogen. Now this is one of the properties of microbes, especially bacteria. Those fix nitrogen. Where they fix nitrogen from? They trap the nitrogen present in the atmosphere. Nitrogen is a gas which is inactive gas. Means when we breathe in air, we do not breathe nitrogen because nitrogen is an inactive gas. Oxygen is active, so we breathe in oxygen, but we cannot breathe in nitrogen. But nitrogen plays a very important role in the metabolism of animals, plants, human beings. So nitrogen is needed, but we cannot inhale nitrogen, which is available in the atmosphere, 78%, but we cannot inhale. Then how do we take this nitrogen from the atmosphere? Some bacteria, they help us to trap this nitrogen from the atmosphere, and they trap in the soil and in the roots of some leguminous plants. Leguminous plants means plants of dals, pulses. Those are called leguminous plants. They have nodules in their roots, and these bacteria, they are present in those nodules of the roots. And what they do? They trap nitrogen from the atmosphere and bring it to the soil and to those nodules of the roots. And from those nodules, plants absorb nitrogen. And when we consume those leguminous plants in the form of dal, pulses or their leaves, we take in nitrogen. Now, how does this nitrogen help us in our body? In making of protein, amino acid or lipids, the nitrogen is used as the main source to form these things. That's why we need nitrogen essentially in our diet, in our body, and that we get from bacteria. Some bacteria change nitrogen gas from the atmosphere into a form that can be used by plants. That is ammonia form, NH3. These bacteria are called nitrogen fixing bacteria. Why? Because they are trapping the nitrogen and fixing it into the nodules of the roots. They are present in the soil and in the roots of plants such as leguminous plants like peanuts, soya beans and all pulses. Nitrogen fixation is a process by which nitrogen gas in the air is converted into ammonia, the useful form, or other related nitrogenous compounds in the soil. Nitrogen is non-reactive. As I told you, it is non-reactive gas. It is not active as oxygen. Nitrogen fixation is required by all living organisms, be it plants, animals or human beings. It is required for synthesis of, I told you, amino acids, proteins, nucleic acids, etc. The nitrogen is also used for agriculture and for manufacturing of fertilizers. So this is one of the uses, fixing nitrogen done by bacteria. So these microbes are useful to us. Now let us see making medicines and vaccines. In the pharmaceutical industry, bacteria are used to produce antibiotics, vaccines and medically useful enzymes. So these things are made from bacteria. Antibiotics and medicines that destroy disease-causing microbes. Bacteria and fungi are used to make antibiotics. Penicillin is one of the antibiotics which was developed from a fungus. Penicillin is the first antibiotic which was developed from the fungus. Microbes are also used to make vaccines. Vaccines protect us from many diseases. We take vaccines prior to the disease as a preventive measures. So both these antibiotics and vaccines are made from some useful